Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to be going over whether the spotted tree monitor, Varanus similis, is going to be the right species for you. How we do this is by answering some of your most frequently asked questions. Alright, let's get to it. Hey. Okay, so we'll start off with what is a spotted tree monitor. Well, as the name implies, the spotted tree monitor is an arboreal species of Odatria or dwarf monitor. This species is often mistaken for other species that can be found within its range or close by. The reason for its scientific name, Varanus similis, being that it's similar to those other species, which are Varanus timorensis, the Timor monitor, and Varanus scalaris, the banded tree monitor, as well as Varanus scalaris curanda, which is the rainforest spotted tree monitor. Although Varanus similis shares similarities with these species, it is taxonomically different from all of them. So I would not be surprised if it gets reclassified, or all these species tend to be reclassified relatively soon, given the fact that they're all very different. So, where do Varanus similis come from? Well, Varanus similis can be found in sclerophyll forest, rainforest, as well as swamplands found throughout the northern part of Australia, stretching from far north Queensland up to the Cape York Peninsula, all the way to Groote Island, and across over to Papua New Guinea, and they're only on the southern portion of Papua. Spotted tree monitors are comfortable in the canopy, choosing to take shelter in tree hollows and under loose tree bark. The majority of the spotted tree monitors in the U.S. hobby are mostly imports from southern Papua, and there are captive breeding programs in Europe as well as Indonesia, and several breeders in the U.S. working to produce U.S. captive bred and born spotted tree monitors to help alleviate the impact on wild populations. Currently, most that you will get will be imports, either from farms in Indonesia or from Europe. So how big do Varanus similis get? Well, being a dwarf monitor, spotted tree monitors range with males between 18 to 24 inches in total length. Females, on the other hand, range between 16 to 20 inches in total length. And this is a great size monitor that's not too intimidating for most keepers. It also means it's easier to house than a lot of other larger varanid species. Okay, so what size enclosure do you need for a spotted tree monitor? For enclosure size, I wouldn't recommend anything smaller than a 4 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot. However, if you have the space to go larger, please do, because this is a very active species. Like all varanids, it's going to constantly be exploring its cage, exploring its surroundings, and being very inquisitive. They're active hunters, and you will see them enjoying their cage to the best of their ability if you give them the space. You want them to have the space to thrive, not just survive. With that being said, take into careful consideration how you set up your enclosure. Allow for multiple hiding spots, open basking areas, and allow for the animal to choose where it needs to be, how it thermoregulates, and how it decides to navigate its environment. So what do spotted tree monitors eat? Well, in the wild, spotted tree monitors primarily consume insects. However, they will also consume other invertebrates such as shrimp, small crabs, and crayfish, alongside small vertebrates, which include smaller lizards, frogs, eggs, and any other small animal that it can easily overpower. In captivity, you can offer them crickets, grasshoppers, dubia roaches, as well as day-old quail chicks, quail eggs, silversides, and krill or river shrimp. Make sure to dust all insects with high-quality calcium powder 2 to 3 times a week. And lastly, be sure to gut load all feeder insects at least 2 hours before feeding. When it comes to feeding high-protein items like krill, or silver sides, be sure to offer these occasionally. These items can eventually make your animal obese due to the high protein content and some of the fat content. How long do spotted tree monitors live? Well, with proper husbandry and care, spotted tree monitors can live anywhere between 10 to 15 years. Providing a suitable habitat and balanced diet is essential for longevity with this species, and all species of dwarf monitors for that matter. Okay, so how much do spotted tree monitors cost? Well, this species has become very rare in the reptile hobby, and due to this, its price has climbed significantly over the years. In the US, this species ranges between $1,000 to $1,400, and in the UK, that would normally round out to an average of about 995 pounds. So, where can I get a spotted tree monitor? Well, as I said earlier, spotted tree monitors are mostly imported, whether wild caught from New Guinea or captive bred from Europe or Indonesia. That being said, the best place to search for spotted tree monitors would be a reptile classified website, something similar to Morph Market or fawnunclassified.com. I'm working on getting a male for my female to hopefully produce some US captive bred and born spotted tree monitors in the near future. So you can always check back with my website eventually. But as I said, Morph Market will definitely help you out. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do me a favor, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. And if you want to check to see how Varanus similis stacks up against some of the other monitors that are dwarf monitors that are out there, check out the Is It Right For You playlist. I actually have that up and running, so you guys can check it out, see how they stack up. As always, guys, have an amazing day, and God bless.